At Delray Buick GMC, we're proud to help you with your vehicle needs every step of the way. Whether you're looking to upgrade to a brand new model, get behind the wheel of a pre-owned vehicle, or receive helpful repairs and efficient service, our team is dedicated to ensuring you feel comfortable, confident, and taken care of. We've won the General Motors Mark of Excellence Award 6 times, proof of our commitment to quality customer service. Upgrade your dealership experience at Delray Buick GMC. It matters where you buy your car.
Good morning, Delray Beach. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Jamil.
And we are here at one of our favorite places in town.
Delray Buick.
GMC. I love it here. Every time I come here, though, I'm very tempted to buy a car. And that's an expensive morning.
You need to stop coming.
Oh no, I'm gonna keep on coming because they are just so beautiful. It's like you look around you and there's some new models even from when we were here last week.
I think they know that and they tease us a lot.
They're like, ooh, here's a new shiny one.
Let's put this in front of them.
I mean, they're so beautiful and just the styling of these cars. I mean, if you're looking for a new car, you better stop on in because there is something for everyone here.
Yeah, I just love that Denali pickup truck.
I know you do. I know. I like the speakers in the back. You can have a party, like a real tailgate party.
Real party. So,
speaking of, you had a lot of tailgating on Friday.
Well, you know
over at Atlantic.
So last week was homecoming week at Atlantic High School, and I have to give my hats off to the principal and to the group and the SGA that put on all of the festivities for the kids because it was a lot of fun. The game was packed. The energy was there from the crowd. The only thing that wasn't perfect, we didn't win the football game. You know, so it was a district championship game. It was a great game, good game, but we didn't come out on top. But I think
you had a big celebration.
It was a big celebration. I mean, everything around it. You know, the cheerleaders, the fans, I mean, the parents, everything was just perfect. You know, it was a good night of football. Craig Minnick came out. They were our honorary captains for the game because they've been a big supporter of the football program. But you know, not getting that W, not getting that win, that was the worst part of the night. And I know the kid, it really was a heavy heart for the kids because they didn't get that W. But they came out, they played their hearts out, but we just didn't come out on top. You know,
it happens, though.
You know, that night, like that next Saturday, watching the homecoming dance, watching the kids dress up.
Yes.
You know, going to the homecoming dance because you know
they had chaperone.
I wasn't a chaperone, but
I feel like you'd be a scary chaperone.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to my daughter going to high school at all. But the young men, I mean, they'll send me pictures. Coach, check out my outfit. I mean, these kids look
so cute.
They look great because you know the past 2 years they haven't had a homecoming dance. They haven't had a prom. There's a lot of things they haven't had. So
it's extra exciting.
Watching these kids have this opportunity is great. You know, so I was just like, oh man, you know, it was watching them dress up. You know, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
You know, some kids you only see them in basketball shorts and t-shirts.
So you've never seen them all cleaned up. Oh,
so
that's so cool.
They'll send a picture and they're like, Coach, check out my swag. I dress better than you. That's all they said, you know, but I love it, man. You know, that was, you know, watching them smile at that point and being able to go to that dance was awesome.
And the highlight of my week by far was the witch ride. Were you at home scared, or were you okay this year when you saw the witches?
I couldn't wait to come to talk about that because I did see a lot of pictures. It said it was over 300.
Yes, and we raised over $20,000 for the Achievement Center.
Oh, that's nice.
And it was so exciting to have all the women dressed up again, hear the cackling contest and the costumes, and I mean, it's such a wonderful event, and the community comes together.
I've seen pictures. I'm waiting for some video, and I want to hear the cackling and everything. You know,
I've got some videos.
Yeah.
Yes, the cackling is amazing. Well, there's always amazing things happening in town.
Right.
So today we're talking about Do Good Delray because we've been talking about that for the past month, and now it's done. How is it done?
Oh man, you're talking about a private and nonprofit and private businesses actually coming together
to raise money.
I mean, that's like a perfect merge. Like
it is, and all of the events were such a success. They raised over $30,000, and over 1,100 people attended these events.
And that's what all of the programs
combined.
That is phenomenal.
I mean, that is a lot of good that they were doing here in Delray. Should we give a little recap so they can see it?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, we got a recap video. Well, we have a very full show today.
Yes,
An exciting, wonderful show full of amazing people.
I'm ready to hear about
Should
these
we bring
different
them
events.
on?
Let's bring them on. I'm ready to hear about these different events.
So first up, we have from the Breakfast at the Farm event, we have Rhonda, the co-founder of Herd Foundation, John, financial advisor from Edward Jones, and then from the Soul Bliss Sunday event, we have Tammy, the chief development officer from Wayside House. Come on down, guys.
Hold up. You said Breakfast Foundation? What? It's something dealing with food? Hold on.
He's upset he missed this event because he could have had delicious food and he missed it. You missed out. You had the calendar of events.
Oh, man, you know what? Somebody brought some food in.
He's always looking for food.
Always.
So your event was a huge success.
Yes.
How are you feeling after the fact? Now that all the planning is done, you got to have the event, and now you're here celebrating.
Fantastic. We loved our event. It was a beautiful day, which definitely was important for us because it was an outdoor event.
Right.
We missed you coming to do yoga, but it was just a feel-good experience, and we met so many great people who were enthusiastic about our cause, and Casa Monobliss was so hospitable, and they really were wonderful having us there.
That's wonderful. And how do you think this is going to help going forward? Do you think you have some new people that are aware of your organization that are now forever friends?
Absolutely. Our vendors were thrilled with how everything went.
Oh, good.
And I actually have a new volunteer who is willing to come in and do yoga with our clients. And we just made friends and money, and it was wonderful.
And see, I do tell people a lot of events like this, they are friend raisers.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people look at them as a fundraiser, but I think it's that friend raiser because that's longevity.
Exactly.
And those are people that's going to keep coming back to the program, and then they'll start turning and giving out, funds, and also introducing you to more people.
Yes. Right.
Because one funder actually brings in another two at the same time. So that's great. Can we ask how much money did you guys raise at the event?
Well, they were the big breadwinners. They made amazing amount of money, and their event was incredible too.
So tell us about your event. How much did we raise?
We raised about $8,000.
Wow, that is great.
What was the goal? Did you think, hey, coming into this event, we're going to raise $8,000? Was it more of like, we probably get $2,000 or $3,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
We were so focused on putting the event together, and just the excitement of having everybody at the farm to meet our herd.
So tell it, just for the people that don't know about the organization, talk about the organization itself. Like, what do you guys do? What is your focus? What is your mission?
So at Herd Foundation, which is in the center of Delray Beach, we serve veterans. We have a relationship with West Palm Beach VA. We also work with youth in foster care and also young adults that have aged out of foster care. And we partnered with John, with Edward Jones, and we became fast friends. I think the thing that I remember most when I first met John was that he said he loves to build relationships and serve his community. So John is now on our board of directors.
Amazing! It doesn't get better than that. You have a real forever friend here.
It's a match
That's
made in heaven.
great. That is, and I think to your point, Jamel, now John's going to tell more people about this organization, and it's just going to be the domino effect of good.
I like it.
And $8,000. I mean, I can't get over that number. That is wonderful. And so were you extra excited because you jumped past your goal, or were you just happy that the event went well? How are you feeling?
I think both. We're still talking about the event. Everybody had such a great time. It was wonderful to watch our veterans connect with the community and work with the horses, with some of the kids, and it was just so great to share what we do with the community. The horses had a great time. We took lots of pictures.
We actually have a partnership with them as well. Rhonda comes to our facility and does equine therapy with our clients. We're a 28-bed rehabilitation facility for women, and we actually just started PHP yesterday. So we have a full continuum of care for women to give them hope in their recovery, and we just provide a better life for them.
Wow.
That's a nice merge.
Amazing.
Yeah,
that's an amazing
that
partnership.
is. So with Edward Jones, How talk about your company. How did this marriage happen?
So the Delray Chamber paired us based on like-mindedness, and I thought that was really thoughtful of them,
Yes.
and it was such a immediate friendship, as you called it, and synergy. So I can't take credit for that, but it was such a gift to get to meet them and work with them.
So that's great to know, because I didn't realize that the chamber was pairing. I just thought everyone just
They
just picked. So that's pretty cool. So we have to also applaud the chamber on that, because
Right.
that is the perfect.
Yes.
Yes. It makes sense for both of you, both nonprofit side and business side, and everybody leaves the table happy. And
You know-
I think that's the best way to do it.
You know what it reminds me of? It's this show that's on TV, that Marriage at First Sight thing. You know? I don't tell nobody that I watch it, but
Well, we all know now. Now we all know. You heard it
I'm
first
glad all of
here.
our marriages worked
I know,
out.
right? You know?
Yeah, I'm glad your marriage has worked out too. I love that you went from like doing good and raising money and helping people to some trashy TV show.
It's a pretty good show. You know, you're taking strangers that don't know each other, and they're coming together, you know, for the good of the cause.
Right,
She's
sure.
gonna mess with me about it.
I'm gonna mess
I
with
thought
you.
it was a-
I'm
I
gonna
think it's a
text
great
you all the
thing.
time and ask you what happened on today's episode, Jamal. So, do we think this is gonna happen again next year? Is this like gonna be an annual event that now this was the first year and you're gonna do it every single year?
Yes.
So, if you missed it this year, Jamal, next year
Yes.
you can still make it.
And you guys are not divorcing each other up to next year. You guys are gonna stay together and just keep it. All right, that's
Make
great.
it a
They're going to keep all the pairs together for next year, and
That's
it's going to be
great.
an annual
See?
event. And the nonprofit council with the chamber was amazing. That this all came out of the nonprofit council.
That's great.
Which is, once we go to those meetings, you sit in that room and it's just a room full of like-minded people who are ready to do good. And
I agree.
That's wonderful.
they tapped into that, and they took it and they marketed it, and they did such an amazing job.
So, for people who want to contribute and be part of your organizations, where can they find you?
On our website.
So, what's your website?
Ours is waysidehouse.net.
Okay.
And there's all kinds of opportunities to donate, and we have events going on throughout the year. But I think this one is going to be my favorite.
Love it. And where can we find out more about your organization?
So we are at herdfoundation.org.
Okay.
And you can go on and meet our staff, our equine team and our horses, and find out more about what we do.
That's wonderful.
Nice.
And of course, if people need some financial advice, where can we find you?
EdwardJones.com.
All right. Well, thank you so much for all that you have done and all the money you raised to help the community.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
God.
you.
Thank you to the chamber.
That was so wonderful. So to have a goal of 2,000 and hit 8,000, that's...
No, it's good. You didn't like the comparison to the.
No, I don't like that comparison,
Have you
Jamel.
seen the show?
No, I haven't seen that show.
You have to see. It's a really dope show.
I don't know.
You just take two strangers. You know, they interview them behind the scenes and try to figure out, okay, who's the perfect match? And guess when they meet each other?
Where?
At the altar.
No, they don't.
They do. They meet each
So-
other at the altar. They get married first, and then they go on the honeymoon after that. And they
That
don't
is
know each
frightening.
other.
That's a
Yeah,
very
that's why it's
frightening
marriage
concept
at
to me.
first sight.
That's a frightening concept. I don't know. That's like my worst
That's why
nightmare.
it's interesting.
Okay, let's talk some more about Do Good Delray
Yeah, we have
instead of your favorite show. So, from the networking lunch and raffle event, we have Melanie, the co-founder and executive director of Cocoa Plum Nature School. We have Fernanda, co-founder and director of curriculum and instruction at Cocoa Plum Nature School, and we have Amber, realtor, Coldwell Banker Realty, as well as making strides against breast cancer. We have Lindsay, the Senior Development Manager from American Cancer Society, Southeast Region, and one of our favorites, Jeff Dash, Chief Experience Officer, Delray Beach Experience.
The man
That
that'll
is a
say you
big crowd
can.
of fun
Mr.
people.
Dash.
Do you have chairs? Guys, we're gonna have to. Oh, we're missing one. Okay, so I'm gonna stand. Janelle,
No,
scoot down.
you sit outstairs.
We're gonna come
Yeah.
on down, Jeff
Go
Dash.
down.
Okay, we're all scooting. So we'll both stand. Okay.
Yes.
So we'll be like school teacher.
There we go.
Okay.
I need a ruler.
Yeah. I don't know what happens at your school with a ruler. Okay, so two incredible events. Who wants to go first and tell us a little bit about what happened at your event and what made it so amazing?
Well, yeah, sure. Our luncheon with Amber Gitter was a huge success. We were at the Delray Beach Market, which is beautiful with amazing views, and the food was great. And it was just a lot of fun. People, came in and made some new friends, and we had a really great raffle. Lots of businesses around Delray donated some gift cards and some really neat prizes. And it was an intimate event, which I think is kind of nice. Sometimes we get together in really big spaces and don't have a whole lot of time to connect. So it was a beautiful day of connecting and raffle prize winning, which is always fun. So it was great.
So tell us a little bit about your organization as well, for people who may not be familiar and might be watching and want to come be friends of your organization.
Sure, I would love to answer that. So we are a nature school, Coco Plum Nature School. And a nature school is an educational model where the children learn in nature, from nature, and are outside 60 to 80% of the time. Wow. And we do cover all the academic content that a regular school would do, and we integrate all the curriculum areas. So your math, your language, your science is all emerging through play in a very child-led way.
Wonderful.
And Delray is our classroom. So we go around town, the natural spaces, the historic sites, the neighborhoods. That is a nature school.
Can you do it for adults too? Because I want to sign up for that. That sounds like right, fun. That sounds like a lot of fun.
So
it is actually a lot of fun.
Where are you guys located?
Down the street, Swinton Avenue.
Oh, so you're right there.
Yeah, we leased the educational wing of Kaysen United Methodist Church. So it's the corner of Lake Heights and Swinton. Yeah.
Oh, that's a great spot. You can walk anywhere from there.
Yeah,
exactly.
And it's perfect for your place.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm shouting at you across the room. This is new for us. Hello. And then for you as the business, how did you get involved? I mean, were you also matched from the chamber, or did you already know each other?
I spoke with Lynn at the chamber, and she asked what my interests were, and I said, well, I've done directed children's shows in the past, and I've actually taught children Hebrew and bar and bar mitzvah classes for like 8 years. So that's how we came together, because of the fact that obviously I'm an advocate for children and children's rights and children having the best education. And I also believe in early childhood education. And as I have a child myself, or a son, now he's 19, he started school when he was 2. And I just think that foundation is really, really important. And the fact that they're an outdoor school, I think kids are not getting enough outdoor time. And I think that they need to be out there in the nature, because I think the more creative that they can be experiencing the environment, I think the better it is for them. So that's why I love their school.
Once again, a perfect marriage.
Marriage at first. See? It's coming back now.
So are you excited to do this again next year? Are you going to do the same? Are you going to do something different? Do you have any? Are you going to switch it up?
Because we're just here.
Because you just finished. And we're like, what's next? How's next year?
But I think that the Do Good Delray is a great concept. Just especially when you're starting out as a small business, to get your name out there, I think is a really great opportunity. Again, having a nature school that's outside, using the environment as your classroom, I mean, that's an incredible concept, and I think that we need more of that.
I agree. Well, I'm so excited to have learned more about your organization, because that sounds like fun.
It's great.
Yes.
So, hello down there. Well, Jamel, maybe you ask the questions on that side of the room, because I'm always shouting at them.
Mr. Dash.
Hello.
Yeah. How did you guys form? I mean, I know you guys went through the chamber, then they paired you guys up.
Well, actually, no. When I first started in South Palm Beach County with the American Cancer Society, and our event was Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. And everybody I talked to said, you've got to talk to Jeff Dash, you've got to talk to Jeff Dash. So,
myself included.
Yes, actually it was Amanda. And so we were supposed to meet, and there were car issues, and then we had a chat, and then I saw him at the next chamber meeting, and he said, yeah, let me be your profit partner. And it's just been amazing. He's been so supportive, and I know I can pick up the phone and call you, emails. He responds to emails, which is always nice. And he has Dash Travel for Charity, which is a really good match for the American Cancer Society.
Okay, so the fundraiser, talk about the fundraiser and talk about what you guys did.
Sure. So we have a walk, Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. Normally we have 2 in Palm Beach County, one in West Palm and then one in South Palm Beach. because of some issues. We had one big walk this year at Meyer Amphitheater last Saturday. We had 3,500 to 4,000 people, which is great for our first comeback in 2 years. You know, our first in-person event. We were at Meyer Amphitheater, and Making Strides is the largest network of breast cancer walks in the nation. And of course, fundraising is a huge part, and that pays for research, that pays for free rides to treatments. ACS also has a 24/7 helpline that people can call. But we don't do most of our fundraising day of, but still we raised about $3,000 day of, which is really great for one day event, especially with, you know, venues moving and combining. It was a great day. Jeff was able to come.
Yeah, absolutely. It was overwhelming. I mean, it was really powerful. There were so many people, and everybody, you know, was there to give back. So it meant a lot. And Dash Travel for Charity is all about giving back. Travel with Dash, your charity gets cash. That's our motto. And, you know, so we love to support all charities, but American Cancer Society has always had a special place in my heart because my dad's sister actually passed away at 42 of a brain tumor. So we've gone through the journey and respectful of it and want to do good for everybody.
That is nice. That is wonderful. See, I love it. See, one day you're gonna believe in everything that I say. She doesn't at all. But I mean, when you look at I'm laughing. I'm not gonna say.
Jeff, do not encourage this bad behavior.
But he knows. I think you do a lot in the community as well with your company, and I think these marriages that have actually came together from Do Good is a wonderful thing. And I know that it's only certain parts of the year, because some people say if you continuously do it, it probably become watered down. But looking forward to next year, and I think building a bigger and better event, bringing more money to the nonprofits here in Delray Beach will be wonderful. I'm a big advocate for education, so I didn't know about your organization, so I will be doing some Googling. So I definitely need the website. And I know a lot of people else out there probably need it as well. So help them find their way, get more information about your organization. What can they do? Where can they go?
Sure. We do have a website, cocoplumnatureschool.org, and we're on Instagram and Facebook at Coco Plum Nature School.
Okay, awesome. And then with your business as well.
I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker in Delray, so I'm right off in Atlantic, and I've been doing real estate since 2003.
Wonderful.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. And I know a lot of people may already know your website, but go ahead and say it.
That's okay. You can go to, well, you can find us by going to cancer.org and just searching. But you can go to makingstrideswalk.org/South Palm Beach FL if you want to be really specific and get in there with us. And listen, we haven't stopped. Like, our fundraising doesn't stop October 31st, even though that's when Breast Cancer Awareness Month ends. We continue to fundraise throughout the year. We just had a special push to just raise funds for research. We're trying to get testing that's better in one drop of blood, and we raised over $5 million across the American Cancer Society.
You see the theme with the pink?
Yes.
It's still Pinktober for me.
It's always Pinktober with Miss Lindsay.
So
I think now that people have heard about Do Good Delray for this year, they're going to be looking for it next year. So I think that's exciting, even to keep seeing it grow and build year after year, because now we've learned about incredible organizations maybe we haven't heard about.
Right.
Because we have so many here.
Well, I think too that even helps with there's probably a lot of nonprofits in the community that are not a part of the chamber,
Right.
Because they probably haven't seen the benefit that the chamber really brings. But looking at this and hearing about this will pay for your membership by itself.
Yes.
You know, it pays for itself at the end of the day, and also for the private companies as well. Same thing. You know,
I will
so
say, when I joined the American Cancer Society, the first thing I said was, we've got to get back to the chambers.
Yes.
We've got to get back there. That's part of the community. We need to be in the community. If people don't know who we are and what we offer, then, you know, it's not doing any good.
But not only business relationships, a lot of friendships also come out of this thing as
Absolutely.
well.
And to piggyback on that, I think Stephanie, who's the CEO of the Greater Chamber of Delray, I can never say that, the Greater Delray Chamber of Commerce, and then there's the Downtown Delray organization.
Right.
I just think that the vision of what's happening in Delray is just phenomenal.
Absolutely.
And so it's a great time to be a part of it.
For sure.
It's all about community.
Yep. And we got a good one here, that's for sure.
Now, Jeff, I know even with Dash with Travel, you have all these taglines. Leave us with one of your good ones.
Travel with Dash, your charity gets cash is my favorite.
Yes, I like that one.
And don't forget, we have the Delray Beach Experience app, so definitely download it and check it out. We also have a spot where nonprofits can call them their at home. So nonprofits could sign up and tell us their mission statement.
Oh, awesome.
Wonderful.
Well, thank you guys very
Thank
much.
you.
That was great. Congratulations on raising those dollars and also raising awareness about your organization as well. I'll definitely be looking into some of them. So thank you guys for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you for coming. Oh, just in, updated Do Good Delray numbers, $35,000 raised and 2,000 attendees. The numbers are growing by the minute in a good way.
Well, but if the American Cancer Society had 3,500.
That's true. Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, to take those numbers, that's
3,500
3,500
plus that. You guys got 5,500. You're right.
Yeah.
That's an actual number of people who attended one of the events, so we're taking it.
Yeah, we're going to take that and
We're
claim
gonna
it.
take that number and we're gonna own it.
For real. Wow, that's nice.
So, talking about events and places that people in the community love, we are going to now talk about the Heart of the Square event. We have Patty Jones, the chairman, and we have Melanie, the museum director and curator of Old School Square.
Yes.
Come on,
over.
ladies. You both look lovely today, working hard in the museum and somehow waking up and joining us. I am very excited about your event.
Thank you.
So can you tell everybody a little bit about this event and what makes it so special?
Well, I would say what makes it so special is our community.
Yeah.
Right? And this event is about the community, about the Heart of the Square exhibition kind of strives to show the last 32 years of Old School Square's impact on this community. And we all know it's been a really strong impact. It was the catalyst for the revitalization of downtown Delray. So this show sort of shows the history of that merging with contemporary art. So we had a bunch of contemporary artists come in and do installations that focus on the value of arts and culture. We have interactive exhibitions that we're inviting people to kind of write love letters to us just to show how much we have influenced their lives. I mean, because we know our impact is far reaching and we're so lucky for that. And on Friday night, we're going to invite the community to do a human chain.
A human chain,
So like
a hug around the building.
Around the building to show their love for our organization. We are doing a couple of performances. There's going to be a drum circle.
Oh, wow.
A
Children's
sculpture
tent.
unveiling. Yeah, all
Children's
kinds of
tent,
things. So it's not just your typical art walk, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I love art
Which is
walk.
first Friday from 6 to 9.
You got it.
So are you having the same hours then, or are your hours a little different that day?
It's 6 to 9.
It is 6 to 9, okay.
Yeah. What else? That's
Children's
just
tent, we're
everything.
going to have
Oh,
painting of a mural outside. We'll have an unveiling of a sculpture that an artist donated. So it's a big event, and we have a lot of things happening from 6 to 9, so please join us.
And the mural's interactive, so that'll be really fun. So get ready to paint and sing and hug each other.
Yes.
It's just going to be an outpouring of love.
Even talking about Old School Square, I remember as a kid I was attending Pine Grove Elementary, and we took a field trip over to Old School Square, and they had the old desk. I mean, it was just, my grandmother went to school there when it was it was the elementary school, Delray Beach Elementary, I think the name of it was. And it was just the old pens that you had to dip in. It was just everything that was so old school. So I remember that field. I was like, oh my gosh, they use this. It's ancient. I wonder what my kids will say what I used in elementary school.
Oh yeah, they're
but
gonna
I
make
don't
fun
know.
of everything that we've done.
But I think, that site, I mean, the museum, everything has been part of this community for a long time. So I think this is a very
And
interesting
so
exhibit.
many people have those type of stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know somebody that went there themselves, have these beautiful memories of the buildings as a school and now of the buildings as an arts organization.
Right.
It's so important.
And I'm happy that you mentioned the part about Old School Square really being a catalyst of the revitalization of Delray Beach. And a lot of people really don't know that. It would have been really hard for the CRA to even be developed or even be here without Old School Square having that designation. So that's a good point that you really mentioned. Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, Old School Square, if you don't know the story, Old School Square, the nonprofit, got the buildings from the school board and then revitalized it. We, through private donations, we revitalized them and brought them back to what they are today.
And we got them registered as National Historic
Yeah.
Places. So all of that is just so important to the story of Delray Beach, the community, everything.
Well, a lot of people that don't live here, usually it's an event that happens at Old School Square that drives them to Delray Beach.
Exactly.
And then they want to come back, then they visit the businesses downtown, the restaurants, the stores and things of that nature. So from everything that I've been to, from the comedy shows that's inside of the Crest Theater to the concerts out on the lawn, everything, going into the different exhibits that was inside of the museum. I mean, everything has been phenomenal.
Right, and we just
Thank
don't
you.
have the
Thank
museum.
you.
We do have, as you said, the theater.
And the school.
We have the school. We have the
Mm-hmm.
field house where we have events and weddings. And of course, we have the pavilion
Yes.
where we've had amazing concerts, which we're going to revitalize. We are going to revitalize that in the next several months. We'll have 3 concerts on Thursday.
I remember those free
wonderful.
Friday. I was going
Oh,
to
it
ask
used to
you
be
those
so
free Friday night
much
concerts.
fun.
Because when there was really nothing to do, you can go
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
You can take the kids, lay out on the lawn. Different things that you can do.
And it's so accessible,
And they're
you know?
great, yes.
And I have to say that Old School Square is one of the reasons why when we moved down from New York, we picked Delray. We loved that there were concerts, because in New York, there's always free art and free things and all kinds of things happening. And we were like, there's nothing down in Florida like this. And then we happened upon it, and we were just blown away. And it was the free concerts, and we're like, we can go on Friday nights and enjoy music, or there would be drum circles out on the lawn, and there was always something. And then on a personal level, I got to have an exhibition in a museum for the first time right here, thanks to Melanie, and show my work with Andy Warhol. I mean, where do artists get opportunities like that?
We had the best time.
We had the best time. I mean, seriously, top 5 of my entire life. And I think so many artists, I'm gonna cry for you, so many artists have that same story of, we got a chance, we got an opportunity, local was celebrated amongst internationally acclaimed artists. And I think that's one of those things that really does make it such a big heart and the center of the community.
And that's the heart of the square, let our voices be heard.
Yeah, that's
So-
exactly what the whole thing is about, changing people's lives, making them feel good, celebrating the local people, but also what you said. I love you for saying that.
Look at him, I'm like, don't cry, man, don't cry, man. Everyone knows by now, I'm the one that gets teary and misty all the time. But it is, and I think it's so beautiful that you are doing this celebration and showing what's beautiful and special and has made this community
And we
special.
really are trying to keep it positive and
Yes.
looking
Very
at the
positive.
good side of it, and
Yes.
that whole story.
Yes.
So,
But I think you guys can only control what you can control,
Yep.
Right.
within this situation and do it to the fullest.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some other great things that people can look forward that's coming at the Old School Square site?
Well, we're going to revitalize the grounds. As I said, we're going to do the concerts. We're doing 2 in November, 2 in December, and 3 in January. We've already had them scheduled out. Of course, the museum will be activated until February. We're going to start reactivating the field house with rentals and partnerships with other nonprofits. And we just want people to know that we're still there. We are there. We will do pop-up events, so there'll be certain things we'll announce. Okay, we're going to do this week, and
That's fun.
Yes.
I like that.
So we're going to, we're just going to revitalize and let the community know we're still here. We want to stay here, and we'll see what happens.
And you have some new board members too that are also helping with this.
We have an amazing, the outpouring from the community. We have people coming to us to be on our board. We have former mayors, we have former commissioners. We have public defenders, we have CRA, Impact 100, former chamber members that are all coming to us. And the talent that they're bringing to us is amazing, and it's something that's going to help us go forward, to see what happens and see where we're going to go. We want to stay here in Delray. We want to stay on the grounds. We are Old School Square. We came here, we revitalized it. It's in our heart, and everybody that's on our board loves Old School Square. They've come back. We even have, Joe Gilly, our old, CDO, is coming back. He's on our board. And I don't know if you want me to name names, but we have Jeff Perlman, Jim Chard, Noreen Payne, we have Malik Ramaliz, we have Connor Lynch, we have Paul Zaks. We have all these people that love Old School Square and that have been here and part of the community coming on our board, and we're so happy to have them.
And I think a lot of them also, they love Delray, and they're fully involved,
Yeah,
and
they
all of the
are.
names that you mentioned, they're heavily involved in
The
everything.
people you
that's
see
happening
at
there.
every event in town.
Yes.
There were at least a handful of the Do Good Delrays.
Right.
Yes.
And these are people that are
Exactly,
always looking
yeah.
to give back, not really just reaching their hand out to
Right.
take, but they're looking to give back.
You know,
So
we're all
that's
rolling
big.
up our sleeves and
Right.
digging in and, you know, thinking of ways what we can do, you know.
The involvement of this board on my exhibition in the museum has been amazing, you
Right.
know? Yeah, so you really feel the support. And we just want everybody to know we are not giving up.
We are not. We are not. We're here.
In the
And-
words of Francis Bork, never quit believing it can work.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. We can't wait to come and see everything you've been working so hard on this Friday from 6 to 9. And thank you. I know you have to get back to setting up your exhibition. I was talking to Melanie last night. She was like, I'm still working. How am I going to get there in the morning? So go ahead and do your work. And thank you for all that you're doing for this community.
Well, can I say my two favorite concerts that I went
Yeah. Oh, the one he got to go up on stage is going to be number one.
That might be.
That's number
You know
one.
what? It was Tallahassee Night. They did a performance inside of the Crest Theater. And I forgot which group brought them in, but it was a group out of Tallahassee. They just did a lot of old school R&B music, hip hop music, which was phenomenal. It was a fundraiser, and then hit from the 90s or 80s with Vanilla
90s.
Ice and the 90s.
Yes,
with,
it was the 90s.
He likes that because he got to go up and do
No,
his
listen,
thing.
I was able to dance. I was able to go ahead and relive my youth. It took me back to high school. You know, I was just.
Did you really get on the stage?
Yes, he did. We have video footage.
So it was like from 7 o'clock to midnight, I danced.
He was a kid again.
Yeah, I was a kid again.
You're meant to be
I was
star.
sore the next
Yes.
day. My whole body was sore. I don't know whether I didn't even know I had muscles in that part of my body that can get sore from dancing. But those were wonderful events, and I think it was great. I mean, I know you guys do a lot of other things, so
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to come out of this, and just looking to have fun and support you guys in any way that we can.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Thank
today.
you for
Problem.
coming.
Thank you guys for coming. Really appreciate it.
Can't wait to see it. Okay, and as always, there are more events happening in downtown Delray Beach, starting with Art Walk this Friday. Make sure you stop by Old School Square to see all of the festivities they have happening, and also the Arts Warehouse. So stop by the Arts Warehouse, then stop on over at Old School Square and all the galleries along the way.
So when you say Art Walk, it's like, what's that path? Like what?
So, well, you could take a bunch of different paths because it's
Okay.
all downtown and all of the galleries and artist studios are open. So you can see the artists working at the Arts Warehouse and then go and see the beautiful exhibition at Old School Square. And then when you go from one to the other, if you walk, there's a lot of galleries along the way.
I like it.
So, if you're looking for events related to your business and also our town, there is Economic Development and Government Affairs Friday Forum, Friday, November 5th at 8 a.m. And it's an update from our community partners, the City of Delray Beach, the CRA, the DDA. It's free via Zoom, but you must pre-register at delraybeach.com/events. And Kelly Smallridge, the Executive Director of the Business Development Board of Palm Beach County, will be the guest speaker. Membership breakfast. This is a good one if you are new to the chamber or if you just want to come celebrate with your friends. It is November 9th from 8:30 to 10. Members 25, future members 35. Register at delraybeach.com/events, and the keynote speaker is Terrence Moore, the city manager.
They should let us be the MCs for this event.
I think they should. Calling all chamber. Calling all chamber. There's breakfast. Jamel and I want to be there. So then we have the Tourism Roundtable. This is a big one, and it's the overview of this city's tourism master plan project. November 9th at 5:30 p.m. via Zoom. Guest speaker is Dawn, and it is sponsored by Hotels at Sea. And last but not least, the Chairman's Club Luncheon, Wednesday, November 10th from 11:45 to 1 p.m. at 50 Ocean. Ticket price for Chairman's Club members free and members $40. Make sure you register. It'll be a beautiful lunch with a great view.
I'm looking at that view.
You want to take that paper with you so you can remember? We'll put it on your dashboard.
Yeah, but that breakfast will be a great event.
Yeah,
As
it's a good time to get reacquainted with people at the chamber. If you're new, especially to be able to see, and get to know a lot of people.
I think that I went to it a couple years ago. There was a lot of people there, so it'd be a great
it's a
event
good one
to network at. Yes,
it's
definitely,
a good one.
Definitely.
I mean, we're going to continue doing good in Delray year round, but it was so fun to hear about those events that happened in October.
Yes, it was. So, shout out to the nonprofit council, Lynn at the chamber, for making those marriages happen between those for-profit and nonprofit organizations. So that was wonderful. That was wonderful, and I'm looking forward to some bigger and better things next year with that group.
Absolutely, we need to figure out a fun one to do.
We should.
got this.
That'd be nice. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Have a Delray day. Love you.
Here at Delray Buick GMC, we're proud to help you with your vehicle needs every step of the way. With your goals at the forefront of our minds, we offer quality service, useful knowledge, a listening ear, and a friendly face. Whether you're looking to upgrade to a brand new model, get behind the wheel of a pre-owned vehicle, or receive helpful repairs and efficient service, our team is dedicated to ensuring you feel comfortable, confident, and taken care of. We also take pride in providing you with a top-notch experience that goes beyond purchasing a vehicle. We offer services in our state-of-the-art service center with a team of certified service technicians and assistance with vehicle financing and auto loans. We make sure you get the support you deserve. Our dealership has received the General Motors Mark of Excellence Award 6 times, one of the most prestigious awards in our industry. Upgrade your dealership experience at Delray Buick GMC. It matters where you buy your car.